Hi, this is Corey P. Dunlap, the President and CEO of Vision Pursuit Destination, coming to you live on location, here to talk to you about one thing. What is that one thing? The 7 pillars of success. That's right, the 7 pillars of success. When you think about pillars, you probably think about these trees right here. This tree could be a pillar. In fact, here's another pillar right here. That's right, another pillar right here. But we're going to talk to you about the 7 pillars of success. Things are going to help keep you standing strong and going along. How about that? The first pillar is this right here, determination. In fact, say it with me, say determination. Determination talks about how bad do you want it? Are you determined for success, or are you just willing to give up? Do you know the quickest way to get from point A to point B? You've heard it before, is a straight line. So to get from here to there, you've got to be determined. And, invariably it is football season this time of season. And you know what? The winning football team is determined to win. Ask yourself a question. Was the losing football team determined to win? They probably were, but they were not as determined as the one who prevailed. All right? The second pillar is this right here, inspiration. That's right, say inspiration. Who or what has inspired you to succeed? Years ago when I worked for Bell South Corporation, I had a chance to sit down with my sales manager and ask him this question. Hey, Debbie, what inspired you to be successful? And the answer is going to surprise some of you, but it didn't surprise me. She said this right here. The thing that inspired me to be successful is that I don't want to be poor. Poverty was a motivation against inspiration. So she was inspired, therefore, to become rich. And rich she was, and rich she still is today. So who or what has inspired you? The next pillar is this right here, imagination. You've heard their saying, now nothing shall be restrained from them from what they've imagined to do. What are you imagining today? All right? Because right now, whatever you're imagining, it can happen. Put the image in front of you, imagination, which is the biggest nation. When you imagine or go through imagery, you're actually pulling yourself to a place through the realm called imagination. All right? The next point is this right here, number 4, knowledge. Everybody say knowledge. You got to go back to school. All right? You got to go back to school. Not necessarily to a school where there's a teacher or instructor, but you got to say, you know what? I got to improve my serve and learn more things. If you want to go from point A to point B, if you want to succeed, guess what? You've got to acquire more knowledge. What's the next one? Creativity. Creativity is the atmosphere of activity. When you storm your brain, or some people call it brainstorming, I call it storming your brain. When you storm your brain, you're able to extract the knowledge and the potential on both your logic side and guess what? Your creative side. We're talking about creativity. Number 6 is optimism. Be optimistic about everything. Pessimism gets you nowhere. Optimism gets you everywhere. In fact, when those guys took that trip to the moon, they were optimistic about going, putting the footprints there, putting the American flag there, and guess what? They were optimistic about coming home. How about you? And the last one is faith.